Hey guys, welcome to a special episode of Shiren DS 2. I just wanted to talk about a little something. As you can see, I've been playing this game for quite a while, 127 hours. So, this is going to be really short. I just want to mention one of the bonus dungeons, the Cave of the Pot. The infamous one that gave us the jar icon, Gaibawa's, the special one. We'll go over in detail. I was playing it a little bit over and over, and I became really curious if it was actually beatable. So my personal record and the one that's going to stand, and if anyone wants to try playing the game, the one I challenge you guys to beat is 20 floors. This dungeon here. Now, on this file, because I made a boo-boo, just a slight boo-boo, I accidentally saved over my previous save state, so let me explain from the beginning what's going on here. I wanted to investigate this dungeon, because I've been trying it about 40, 50, 60 times, and I was like, you know what, let me just see how this progresses later, if this is actually doable, because I have never beaten my record of 20. I must have gotten extremely lucky. Anyway, I entered, using the DS emulator's cheat search function. I got my HP value and I set it really high. I also got my strength value and I set it high. And we went through the dungeon basically stair running. So I want to explain a couple things about the dungeon. Up to the 39th floor, the dungeon is consistent. There's no new enemies. You're only gonna find level 2 glare snakes. You're gonna find Paca Rapkinas, level 2 pumpkin ghost guy. I'll see if I can cover them all here, because there's one I want to point out especially. So you don't see anything on the first 3 pages here. We'll get back to this page. That's a secret. You don't see anyone here. Or anyone here. Now, you see rockheads, which is fine. You see tars, and you never see stronger tars. That's fine. You see Dagans up until floor 40. Then you start seeing Dagans. Yeah, you start seeing the level 2 one along with the level 1 one, so they both start showing up. You see these guys, the Master Hens, which is fine. You see Block Dragons, which is, I believe, the only one that shows up. You actually see these guys, the evil snakes. It might be the creepy snakes, I forget exactly. And then you see these dudes, which are so annoying to play around. I'm not gonna describe the level of frustration I experienced. And you see cave mammals. I think that is it, except for one thing. On floor 40, a certain enemy starts showing up. The Gather! And this is why I think the Cave of the Pot is not intended to be beaten. It's just a high scoring dungeon for people to get, personal satisfaction at how far they can go. This guy is literally impossible to deal with in that dungeon. They don't give you a single item that can deal with it. You don't... Let's see. Confined jars can't break his shield. He turns it into 2 damage. Teleport jars that you throw at enemies, same thing. So you have to try to just avoid this guy. You can't Like, if you equip the penetrate armband, still doesn't work with the confined jars. You can't. What was the other item they had? I forget some of the other stuff they give you in the run. But there's just no way to deal with this thing. Like, as soon you would have to throw your already monster confined jars against the wall to block this guy away from you, but when you're in that dungeon, you can spawn next to this thing on the floors, and I did many times over. If you're ever next to this guy, this son of a bitch, he's usually not much of a problem. But if you're ever spawned next to the gather here, he, you can't do anything to him. You can't swap with the swap staff, you can't knock him back. The knockback staff, you can't confine him. You die. This guy makes the dungeon impossible as soon as he gets next to you. And, once he's next to you, if you try to run away from him, that's fine, but as soon as one other enemy is in your way and you have to take a turn to deal with them, he bops you for about 30 damage, and you only have 15 HP, you can only be level 1. So, I'm calling the dungeon impossible without tasks, tool assisted. Now, I'm not talking about cheat codes either. If you're gonna make states and then reload them to try every possibility until RNG works your way, you might be able to do it. I don't know. But for a human, at floor 40, you'll be blessedly lucky if you get to 41, like if you spawn next to the staircases. But once you hit floor 40, or floor 39, that's the last floor you're gonna clear. Floor 40, this dungeon's over. Now, I wanted to just show you guys. The screen's gonna look weird for a second. I have to minimize so I can load the state. I guess I didn't have to. I forgot what the shortcuts were, but I'm gonna load a state I made. This is, you can see my weird stats because I had the cheat codes on here, so it's remembering. I had 200 HP, I had 30 strength, just so I could punch things and get them out of the way, because there were so many killer gathers and I couldn't do anything. Anyway, a quick review. This dungeon has sight, armbands, passage, penetrate, reveal. Those are the only 4 you get. You get sight herbs, you get warp herbs, and that's the only 2 of those you get. You do get light skulls, knockback, swap, paralyze, staffs. You also get postpone. And then you get the confined jars and teleport jars. That is every item in this dungeon. None of those can touch a gather. Now, this screen right here is the 99th floor. The game developers actually built a little room here, and it's playing the old Canyon Hamlet theme. So I want to show this off because I'm willing to bet humans, us casual humans, don't normally get to see this. For the Cave of the Pot. Now, I apologize because my goal in my main file is forever going to say 99 floors. It's actually 20. I didn't really beat it. I'll walk on here just to show you guys. Once you clear this dungeon, you get the results. It saves, which is all fine because it doesn't unlock anything. It's purely for challenge, I guess, or personal satisfaction. And you start back here. I don't think any of the characters where the dungeon is located say anything special, I'll click on all their dialogue just to check it out. I'm pretty sure they all say the same stuff. And Gaibara's still here in the wall, sulking or whatever he's doing over here. So yeah, I just wanted to make this special video to explain while I'm doing this 100% talk through. I'm done with the Cave of the Pot, and I did it off screen. I wasn't going to show you guys 99 floors of me cheating or tons of episodes of my attempts at it. I don't remember, but I think the 24 one was recorded. It's been a while since I looked at my videos. This recording is happening May 22nd, 2016. Yeah, it's been a while since I did my run, but just posting the challenge out there. If you guys want to delve into the dungeon and prove me wrong, well, you know, may the gods have every single blessing passed on to you, because you're gonna need it. I would love to see someone do it for real. I'm calling it impossible because you cannot deal with a killer gather. If you can, I have no idea how. With the items you get, because you sure as hell can't punch it when you're at level 1. It's gonna punch you back and kill you. Anyway, if you want to beat my personal record, even though it now says 99 on here, my personal record is forever. Wait a minute. Oh, it's telling me I have stuff, right, and I should back out. I'm just gonna dump all this since I cheated. I won't even sell these items. I'll do that on the screen here. We'll just go to the first area. So all my HP and stuff is fixed. You can see my strength is fixed. I already deleted the codes because I haven't been cheating, just to stress that. Does nobody think otherwise? I'll be continuing the Tonfin dungeon attempts. That's what I've been focusing on at the moment. And then we'll move on to Skull Cave and Mammal Cave, just to do the Mammo part. After I beat the Tonfin dungeon and the Skull Cave, and after we get Mammo's quest done so I unlock him, we're going to try to get 20 pickaxes so I can get the Deep Cave. Then we're going to play either Obaba's Cave, which is the speedrun dungeon. See, I have no items now. We're gonna do either that, the Deep Cave, Mammal Cave, the 99 floors, and then the Blacksmith's dungeon. And once all of those are done, if I can get good at this game, I'm having a hard time with the Tonfin dungeon. I guess I'll mention I got up to floor 86 or so, and then I died. When I get that 99 floor run done, I'll definitely explain it to you guys in full. I'll just say that I've been bringing Sofu with me, and I think he's mandatory. He's probably not mandatory, but he's pretty mandatory. Anyway, I just came in here. It's gonna forever, I guess, scar me that says 99 floors, but I done goofed. I accidentally saved over my state before I entered the dungeon. And I just wanted to point out that I don't have anything fancy or new. We don't have extra cash or any bullshit like that. So I'm just getting out of here now. So we're all back to normal. The codes are off, but I want to make this video to say I'm not going to be doing any more Cave of the Pot. I'm considering it finished. I've explored it thoroughly. all 99 floors. One thing I forgot to mention for anyone curious, after floor 40, the killer gatherers are the only thing new. That and the level 2 Dogians. Everything else stays the same in that dungeon. All the way through the 99, it was actually kind of boring to see no new variety, and I think the reason why that was is pretty clear to me. The developers don't expect you to survive past 40, maybe 41 or 2 if you get some lucky stairs. Those killer gatherers are going to end your run. It's pretty much designed to just get you to stop playing it. I don't know why they designed it that way. It feels really weird to me, but that's what they did. So I want to make this video for you guys just to explain what's going on with the Cave of the Pot, and it's been a while since I've uploaded anything for my Shiren, so this is kind of like an update video. I've been streaming very frequently, so if you're interested in catching some Shiren action, feel welcome to come hang out with me and other viewers at twitch.tv/Batista Harpoo. The link for that will be in the description as usual. Other than that, yeah, I think I'm done here. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed a little bit. I'm still working on the Tonfan dungeon. Hopefully I can clear that one soon, move on to the skull, and get some videos going. In the long term, I want to finish Shiren 2 up, and then I want to do Shiren DS 1, which is going to go a lot smoother. The game is simply easier than this one is. After that, I'm gonna see if I can't get a working emulator for the Wii to get some Shiren 3 footage, because nobody seems to have that. I do own a copy for my Wii, but I cannot record my stuff. I do not have a capture card, nor do I have the funds to really splurge on an item like that. So I'll resort to an emulator. That's really far into the future though. If a English patch ever comes out for Shiren DS4 or Shiren PSP4, either one, I could play the emulators for that. Same thing for 5. I don't plan on purchasing a PS Vita. Hopefully Shiren 5 comes out on Steam or something, because then I would pick it up. And I could definitely make videos for that. We could complete all the Shiren games. I was also tempted to maybe look and see if there's an English patch for Torneki no... I forget the full title of it, but the original mystery dungeon game that Shiren was derived from. Anyway, thank you guys for listening again. I'm gonna stop talking your ears off here. Have a good one. Take care out there, everybody.